I welcome the opportunity to speak today. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is an opportunity for everyone to reflect on the impact of cancer, not only in our own immediate lives, but also in the wider general public. While researching for this speech, I was disappointed in our response to breast cancer during the COVID pandemic. The bottom line is that we are now a year behind the screening process. I shudder to think how many lives are going to be lost as a result of this. Breast cancer is the third most common cancer in Ireland after skin and prostate cancer. Each year, over 3,500 people are diagnosed with breast cancer, and the National Cancer Register predicts that this figure will rise to 4,650 by 2045. Breast cancer is predominantly a female disease, and overall, one in 7 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. It should be noted that men can also get breast cancer, but it's much rarer. In fact, just over 35 men are diagnosed with breast cancer in Ireland each year. In the period from 2015 to 2017, it is estimated that 724 people died of breast cancer in Ireland. 5 men are included in these figures. Survival rates, like other cancers, are greatly increased with early detection. In terms of survival, the National Cancer Register data shows that the probability of women diagnosed with breast cancer surviving 5 years was over 80%. I think it's also important to put on record that our record for survival of breast cancer is one of the worst in Europe. In fact, we are ranked 16 out of 24 EU countries in this regard. This is not acceptable, and government must do more to improve this. Breast Check is the Irish screening programme for breast cancer. Breast screening helps find cancer at an early stage, and early detection makes cancer easier to treat and gives a much better chance of successful outcome. To put this in perspective, up to the end of 2020, Breast Check delivered almost 2 million mammograms and detected over 14,400 cancers. Each year, 1/3 of all breast cancers diagnosed in Ireland was through the Breast Check scheme. When looking at these statistics, it becomes very clear how important this programme is to women's health. The COVID pandemic caused great damage to Ireland, but I fear even more damage is coming. Due to the COVID, the Breast Check screening was suspended in March 2020. Services only resumed in October 2020, and even then with greatly reduced capacity. At the time, I did not agree with this, for I feared we were only creating more problems for us down the road. The HSE annual report states that there was only 56,720 women who had a complete mammogram. This represents a massive fall of almost 7% when compared to previous years. This is truly shocking. Why was this allowed to happen? Surely this programme was an essential service. Certain types of businesses were allowed to remain open, yet one of the most important screening programmes in the country was suspended. We need an explanation for this. We have been told that screenings are about a year behind. Can someone please explain to me what plans have been put in place to bring the screening programme up to date? As has already been stated, early detection of breast cancer can be the difference between life and death. How can we get early detection when the programme is running a year behind scheme? I note that the full capacity has been restored in September 2021, but this is not good enough. We need to increase this capacity as a matter of urgency in order to reduce the backlog. Minister Donnelly has stated that, I quote, "In the light of COVID, clinical priority was given to referral trilogy as urgent. This is not good enough. The whole point of this screening is get early intervention, detection." Even more worrying is the comments by Dr. Clive Kilgannon, Chair of the Consultant Committees of the Irish Medical Organisation, who told the Joint Health Committee that COVID-19 had already got a significant negative impact on cancer services. He also stated that we have a growing backlog of patients waiting for urgent time, critical diagnostic services and treatment services. To conclude, I am grateful for the opportunity to speak today and raise the issue in relation to the current backlog in breast cancer screening. The bottom line is that both the Government and the HSE need to ensure that these screening services are back up to date and ensure that early detection of breast cancer is once more. If in doubt, get a check, and please attend your appointments.